I love this show. I'm so glad it's back for a second season, and they're already writing a third one. So, I guess just first question for you is, how has being on this show maybe changed your outlook on technology, especially at a time when it seems like everyone's kind of diving into the metaverse more than ever before?
Yeah, I was telling Kevin, I just got Oculus delivered to me, and I was like, what,
Oh,
like what is this? And then it's like it's 2022, and in my real life, I'm like, what? But like in 2018, Alicia was like, yep, this is what we do, and so I think that it's kind of like upload is kind of like preempting the technology that we're seeing
right.
roll out in a really like fun and interesting and kind of kooky way.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool to
Yeah.
kind of be a part of that.
She's nonstop in talking about the amount of porn she's going to watch on this thing. Just constantly.
I mean, any technology advancement, that's
it really is. That's where it's going, right?
You know what? Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's all terrifying. I feel like the things that we're being thrown into and that they're putting out into the world, into the show, that is actually coming to fruition in our own reality is all really scary and pretty twisted. Mind frisk we've been talking about, all that stuff is just so perverted.
To say, kind of on the flip side, at the beginning of the season, Nora does take a break from technology. I was curious if either of you have consciously done that in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do it. I can't say like technology, period. I'm not about to be
It's
sitting
everywhere.
in the house, by candlelight.
Yeah.
But I've definitely like stayed away from like social media, like deleted all the apps, on my phone for like an extended period of time. And what's interesting is it does feel really good. And then once I've decided to go back on, it does feel strange. It feels like something that you have to reacclimate to,
Mm.
And I love that at the beginning of season 2, we kind of personify a break from technology. Like people do it now, and we sort of like personified that, and I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, I moved to the mountains, so I'm
Okay.
away for at least for some kind of, I guess, just normal conveniences, but because the internet will go out here and there and you don't get reception all over the place. I've tried to keep my screen time down on my phone down to an average of about an hour and a half. I've been very conscious of it just because it totally has some kind of impact on my mood, especially Instagram and stuff, because you just become bogged down with like kind of this like comparison and all of this stuff, and like how people are putting equally like angering can be those people, the people who put out posts about like certain aspects of their life and of how zen they are, and that they're like the most anxiety person, like with like
I'm
some
probably
quote
stressed
of a
about
book
that
they didn't
post
read.
too.
Yeah, and the fact that everyone's like, good for you, the fact that will make me equally angry that they're getting away with it. And it's just like, it just makes me angry for no reason. So I like, by lowering my usage of it, I've noticed like just kind of a general, like, and like a building apathy towards like not knowing about things, and like, you didn't see that? What Kanye said about like, it's like I'm
Right.
trying to somewhat build a little bit of
Yeah.
distance, but it's all ultimately futile because I do want to stay relatively in touch with these people, and you can't just text everybody. No one calls anybody anymore, and social media is a good tool for that. So it's a balance.
Well, I will say we appreciate the thirst traps. I was on your page today, so that's the most recent thing that was there.
Right, for a good cause. But yes, a thirst trap nonetheless.
Exactly. Well, that's all I got for you time-wise. So thank you so much. I can't
Thank you
wait
so much,
for everyone else to
Brian.
see the rest of the
Thanks,
season.
man. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank
Have a
you.
good one.